The impeachment of the deputy president, as enshrined in the Constitution, Article 150, Section 2, is just like the process of impeachment of the president, as enshrined in Article 145. But there are a few issues that one needs to understand towards impeaching a deputy president. Now, why am I bringing this issue at this particular time? It's a situation whereby we have the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, facing impeachment. And already a motion was already submitted to the Speaker of the National Assembly, that is Moses Wetangula. Signatures have been collected. Now, the first process is having a third of members of the parliament collecting their signatures. Then they are being taken to the speaker, and after some time, the motion is being driven, and the motion needs to be supported by 2/3 of the members of parliament. Now, after the resolution is reached, then the Speaker of the National Assembly notifies the Senate Speaker within 7 days. The Senate Speaker then will hear those charges. Yeah. So let me just take you through verbatim what the Constitution enshrines. Now, an MP, that is a member of National Assembly, will move an impeachment motion in Parliament, supported by at least a third of all members, just like I had told you, which means collecting a third of signatures from the members of Parliament. Then the motion is voted on and must be supported by at least 2/3 of the members of Parliament. If it's supported, Speaker informs the Senate Speaker of the resolution within 2 days, just like I had told you. Now, after these 2 days, or within 2 days after the members of Parliament voting for the motion, then the National Assembly Speaker will give the Senate Speaker the resolutions. Now, within 7 days, the Senate Speaker convenes the Senate to hear the charges against the DP. So what is the meaning of within 7 days? It can be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but within the bracket of 7 days upon reception of the resolutions of the members of Parliament from the Speaker of the National Assembly. So within 7 days, they have their duty now chipping in. So after that, the Senate will appoint a committee of 11 members to investigate the matter. So it is not just a soft ride. Investigation will come in with the accusations that are leveled against the deputy president. Now, committee invites the deputy president for a hearing and within 10 days report its finding to the Senate. So the committee of 11 will sit down in terms of grilling the deputy president, trying to investigate him, trying to seek information, extract information from him with regards to the allegations that are before him. You understand them? So, if the committee reports that the allegations are hot air, let's say the allegations are not substantiated and maybe just political gimmicks or political ill intentions, then the matter rests and no further proceedings are taken. So the findings of the Senate committee are so crucial to the rescue of impeachment motion befalling a deputy president. So, if the committee reports that the allegations have been substantiated, the Senate invites the DP for a hearing before the whole House and takes a vote on the charges. You understand? So should they find a reason for the DP to be charged or to be found guilty of the allegations, then a vote is taken in the Senate. So what happens? if at least two-thirds of the senators vote to uphold the impeachment, if they vote for the impeachment, then the deputy president automatically will be impeached. Yes, they will be impeached. That is, if the allegations hold waters, and there's a reason to believe that whatever allegations that are peddled against the deputy president are true or substantiated, then they will vote for the impeachment, and at least two-thirds of the senators must support this. If it doesn't reach the two-thirds threshold, then automatically again the impeachment is like being voted against. So remember yesterday in this video, in this link, I brought you and I told you the allegations that the deputy president is likely to face in the in the National Assembly. They were out of 10. Maybe one of them was threatening the head of state, threatening the presidency. For instance, there was this meeting that they held with the president, and Rigathi Gachagua was demanding 8 billion as compensation. And how did they arrive at the 8 billion? Because it was multiplying the votes that Ruto got in Mount Kenya by 4,000. That is how we arrived at 8 billion. So should they have given him the 8 billion, then Rigathi Gachagua would have resigned clearly. And it is said he had already drafted his resignation letter. But otherwise, the president didn't agree to this, and resulted to Rigathi Gachagua banging the table. So that is one count threatening the head of state. Another one was misuse of office. You understand? Like there was these monies that were meant for the construction of Malindi Kilifi Highway. Unfortunately, it was directed towards construction of a private road leading to a hotel in Kilifi, which is linked to the deputy president. So those are amongst the charges that I talked about yesterday in this video up here. You can press that link and follow the charges and the allegations that the deputy president is being charged with. So if a new DP is appointed when the term is already past halfway the term, it is not considered. That means that deputy president who will be selected will move even into the next term of next elections. So that is where we say there's a lacuna maybe in the constitution. We need maybe law, the lawmakers or lawyers who are very versed in the interpretation of the constitution to come clear on these. So that means within 14 days after the deputy president is impeached, within 14 days, the president nominates his replacement and the National Assembly votes on the nominee within 60 days. So reports are still getting in that even though it was planned for Rigathi Gachagua to be impeached tomorrow, which is on a Tuesday, it is said that the president has issued an executive order to stop that motion being peddled in parliament. So could it be that the president has just come in time to save his deputy president against impeachment? And what does this have in terms of politics? The landscape of politics is changing. Remember, president had already lost grip in Mount Kenya. Will we see some supporters of the deputy president trying to welcome the president back? Because we know how Kenyan politics are played. Will it be a political gimmick to take us away from the real issues that are happening? The Adani Group taking over Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, taking over the Chief, taking over Kentraco, Kengen, and managing Kenya Power, taking over the Mombasa Port. Could it be that this was a political game to swindle Kenyans to concentrate on something else? We should start investigating. How many billions have been lost within these few months that we've been having this conversation of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua not being in good terms with his boss, the president, William Samoei Ruto, I mean, we should start investigating what has happened within that less window that this rivalry has been going on. Are we going to see some kind of reconciliation between the two? Those are questions that we really need to ask ourselves as Kenyans. Ahmed Khali for the Unscripted Talks here in Dub Radio. If you're watching from our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and press the notification button. So anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. If you are watching from our Facebook page, kindly follow our Facebook page for regular updates. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, Dub Radio ndio mpango mzima.